This man had 1 month to spend $1 billion. Only then could he inherit his grandfather's $40 billion fortune. But there was one condition. He could spend the money only on himself. Wong first spent $10 million to hire 30 bodyguards. Then he rented the most expensive hotel in the city and threw a party for his friends and relatives. He also sponsored people whose dreams seemed almost impossible to achieve. He even paid $30 million just to have dinner with a famous stock market expert. But even after all that, it barely made a difference in the $1 billion he still had to spend. Then Wong came up with a brilliant idea. He bought a terrible soccer team. Since the day the team was founded, they had never scored a single goal. Wang hired a world-class coach for them and spent a huge amount of money upgrading their training facilities. But then something unexpected happened. The people whose dreams Wong had sponsored actually became successful. The stocks he had bought, hoping they would lose value, went up instead. Even his crazy plan to take an iceberg to the equator ended up making a huge profit. Wang was furious. Who would have thought that in just 3 weeks, not only would he fail to spend all the money, but he would also make an extra $500 million. Feeling hopeless, he held a press conference and launched a new insurance plan called Bad Insurance. It cost only $1 to join, but for every pound of weight a person lost, they would receive $20,000. Everyone happily signed up. The money in his vault started disappearing quickly. But then Wong got a phone call. His girlfriend had been kidnapped. The kidnappers demanded $50 million for her release. Now Wong had only two choices. He could pay the $50 million to save his girlfriend, but doing that would break the rules and cost him the $40 billion inheritance. If he asked the police for help, his girlfriend's life could be in danger. Just then, Wong's grandfather arrived at the kidnapping location. The whole thing had been a secret test created by him. He wanted to see what mattered more to Wong, money or the life of someone he loved. At that moment, Wong showed up with the $50 million to save his girlfriend, proving that humanity meant more to him than money. Touched by Wong's kindness, his grandfather gave him the entire $40 billion inheritance. So tell me, what would you do if you had to spend $1 billion in just 1 month?